To the north, to the south, to the east, to the west. I don't discriminate, boy, I bring it to your chest. If you're opposed, then your soul will decompose. Strive to get money and I'm not no...
Hi, I'm Miguel, the Nomad Barber, and this is just a quick tutorial showing some basic scissor work on the top. I'm just going to cut it into a sort of short, choppy style. Just basically showing you how to pick up the hair, how to cut it, how to texturize and stuff like that. I've already cut the back and sides on the previous video, tutorials about clipper guards, so go check it out if you haven't seen it yet. And yeah, hope you enjoy it. So, I'm gonna get me comb. I just use a basic, you don't want the teeth too wide because you want to get a little bit of grip in it. It's down to your personal preference. I use quite a long one. I don't even know what the name is, to be honest. It's so old, it's faded. So start by wetting the hair on top down. I know in the States, they struggle with the scissor work a little bit, the barbers. Basically, I don't think some of the schools teach it, maybe. And I think we're quite competent over here with the scissors, but the fade work probably better over there in the States. But so I'll always start from the back. Forward of the crown. Comb it all forward. Basically, you want to pick up a section forward of the line you've made, push all that back. You need to pull a section, stick your comb in. So you need to, basically, when you put it in now, you don't want to just like grab, because it just becomes messy. Comb to the side, pick a section, lift it up, get your fingers in there, and just brush all that forward. You want it nice and clean, it just, it makes your work less messy. So, as you put your comb in, put your fingers in through the bottom, keep it until you've got a grip, a really nice grip on it. You get your fingers and you pull it up nice and tight. Because if you pull it up like this and it's just like a bit loose, as you go through the haircut, it's just gonna be a little bit uneven all the way through. So nice and tight, nice and clean. I'm just gonna cut this straight and then I'll texturize after, purely because, if you're just starting out, you don't want to just start point cutting. So say I'll take about ½ an inch off, cut that straight across, comb forward. So that's gonna be my guide for the whole haircut now. Just go one section in front, comb all that forward. As I pull that up, if you just knock that hair back, you can see the shorter hairs where I've already cut. So that's your guide. Just makes life easier for you. Don't just guess. So pull it, double check that the hair's there, the shorter hairs, cut straight across. All the way down. Next section. Remembering to keep your fingers nice and tight with the sections. So pull it, just get, practice doing that. It's not easy at first, it feels a bit unnatural. Pull it back. There you go, next section. I'm gonna do this all the way through. I never usually try and get the fringe as short as everything else. I usually leave that till last and cut it from the front. But even if you pull it back, you never get it too short anyway. Just take a little bit up towards the front. So then you're going to be going down the side sections, and then usually leave the back till last myself. So comb that down, pick that up, and there's a guide there from the middle sections. So just cut that. Just remembering, nice clean sections, it just makes life easier for you. And just follow the guide. Through these side sections, just pull it back, get any little overhangs. Again, fingers nice and tight as you go through. And that guide should just follow through the whole haircut. Through this side, again, there's my guide. See the guides coming all the way through the haircut. So as you're moving through to the front, I always pick it up from the side, just because you want that front bit to be a little bit longer. You're also cross-checking it as well, looking for any uneven parts. Just double check for everything anyway. Pick it up from the side, pulling it straight up. You'll see any uneven parts through the sections. The cleaner your sections are though, the less work you'll have to do picking all this stuff up. So moving on to the front. So I just tend to, which way do you wear it? This way?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool, so I'll just tend to sort of pull it down. Just getting a nice grip on it, not going like that, nice and neat. Just cutting it relative to what came off the top, really, in terms of length. Follow it around. Guide will be in there from the previous part. Now I'm just going to go through and do some basic texturizing. So same sort of method, going through the sections. You don't have to be as perfect with these, but so as I'm chopping into the hair, this will just create a bit of texture. Saves you using the thinner scissors or shears or whatever you call them. Just going in on a slight angle. So if you go in sort of like this is relative to what, thinning scissors are like, because you're taking quite, short sections, but you can do chunkier texture as well, like going in on more of an angle. But I'm just doing pretty average texture. Basically what you're doing with texture is creating shorter hairs, so the longer hairs can sit on top of it, just allow it to start a little bit easier. As you're chopping into the hair, I was always told to chop as you're pulling away. Your scissors will sort of hit that finger, or it does with mine anyway. And I'll just, as I'm pulling it away, it's kind of chopping. always dry it in the direction that you want the hair to go. He's got a bit of a cowlick as well, so we're kind of working with that. We don't want to push the hair that way, so it's gone slightly away. Using your hairdryer. Nothing in this either, so I'm not drying any styling product into it. A little bit of length through here. A little bit choppy. Kind of just adds to the face and head shape. Check if you need any refinements, just go through the hair. Any little bit you may have missed. Cool, so I'm gonna style it now. Obviously it's quite choppy, it's just gonna look so much better once it's got a little bit of product in there as well. Just a simple, easy cut, using your scissors. Just cover your whole hand. Styling this sort of haircut shouldn't be very difficult. Just make sure you got product in your hand, rub it through very well. Start at the back, get it in the front.